What's going on? So it is Wednesday, April the 6th, 2022. Good afternoon. I'm on the way home from the W2. What do I want to talk about today? I want to talk about Walmart Spark Pay and how off the chain and all over the place and how it's almost impossible to balance it out and why it probably doesn't matter. So those of us that have done DoorDash, we talked about hidden tips and how it bothers so many people. I mean, there's probably 1,000 videos about it on YouTube. I'm sure there is. I've made a couple. Now, hidden tips never bothered me that much at all because I never did any deliveries that weren't doing. Well, very few that weren't worth doing. So when I got a hidden tip, that was just a bonus. I made a video about how I thought that hidden tips are necessary, and I still think that way. Because if you didn't have hidden tips, then the people who just tip barely enough wouldn't get service that the people who tip more do. And we need, as the gig drivers, we need the people who tip just barely enough as much as we need the people who tip great. Blah, blah, blah. So we would find out about that, though, after we completed the delivery and then we knew how much we made. And we still complained about it. Not me so much. Uber Eats. Let's talk about them for a second. You don't find out their tip until an hour later. It seems like forever. Oh, that Uber tip ever gonna come in? I waited a whole hour. And then a lot of times it'd be a hidden tip, and a lot of times better than DoorDash, blah, blah, blah. Now, Grubhub is the most boring app there is because you make exactly what it says on the app. Now, let's compare that to Walmart Spark Pay. You don't find out for 24 hours. And it's all over the place. So my wife and I, every single night, when I get done working, I call her, and she's got her calculator, her phone going, and I give her the totals on the completed trip column. And this is a norm for me. Monday, it was 257. Last night, it was 247. What did I get paid Monday? $395 compared to the $357. Now, 10 of that was from the 2 canceled orders from Friday. That still just knocks it down to $385. The second best Monday I've ever had. Right on, baby, right on. Now, they did pay me, it looked like, a $17 tip from Tuesday early from Sam's. I'm a little confused about that, only because my Tuesday total ended up being 255 compared to 247. In other words, people are tipping me more in the end than they are in the app. Plus maybe a little fuel surcharge, I guess. I'm not sure. That's what I mean. I'm not going back through every single delivery and seeing what time that I delivered compared to when the tip came in. It's not that big of a deal when it's more. So according to the app, 257 plus 247 is $604. How much did I end up making? $649. Again. So that is $45 more than what the app said I was going to make. Take out the $10, it's still $35. If you want to do that, I guess. You can, but really, I'm saying I'm going to say what the app said I made. That's what I went with when it was DoorDash. The app said I made $3.95. I made $3.95 on Mondays. It's in black and white. And then today I made about $250. Yesterday, I should say, I made about $255. So it's $649 for the week. Monday, I was home. I was home by. I should say what time I even got home. I stopped working about 9 o'clock. Yesterday, I stopped working at 6 o'clock. What a blessing, man! Oh my God, I can use it. Yesterday, I just spent about $400 on tires for this thing. Now, I needed them. We would have needed them. I very, very rarely use a truck for delivery. I think 3 times total ever. So it had nothing to do with delivering. Yeah, I'll take it. Yeah, it's impossible to know how much you're going to make. But who cares? As long as it's more, right? And it has been consistently. Yeah, let's talk about the numbers. Let's just break it down. So last Friday was I worked today, which is Wednesday. What a wonderful first job I have, right? The last day I worked was Friday. Then my next week started on Wednesday. Never had a job like that either. Thank you, God. Right? So Friday, I was my Friday. Like this week it'll be Saturday. And I worked. I had the 2 canceled orders, blah blah blah. But even minus the canceled orders, I made $95. Because we're not going to count that for Friday. Okay? Saturday, I made $295. Okay? Monday, I made $395. And yesterday, I made $249. All that adds up to about $1,080. I didn't even work Sunday. I only worked till 6 o'clock last night. Saturday, I stopped working about 7:30 because I locked my keys in my car or whatever time that was. I know this. Maybe it was earlier than that because I think it was like 7 because I was really planning to do 2 more deliveries. So I would have made even more. You want to minus the gas out? That knocks it down to, well, maybe it's $1,050. That's what it would be. Be $1,050. Minus the gas out, $935. But we claim the mileage. Minus the gas out, $935. So that knocks it down to $48,000 a year if I did that every week. You want to minus out the wear and tear in the car, even though you're claiming the mileage? Okay, we can do that. So I paid $17,000 for my car. Before I even did a DoorDash delivery, I had 120,000 miles on it. So we want to. It's not this much, but we'll call it $3,000. We'll call it $3,200. How about that? That leaves $45,000 if I did that every week. Wow. I'm not saying I'm going to do that every week. I don't need to make an extra $45,000. My big goal is $37,000. That would be quite the blessing. By far the most money I've ever made in my life. And I've had good jobs. A good portion of my life. So this has been just incredible. I mentioned DoorDash. Did not get a DoorDash deposit for the first time since I've been doing this. Other than when we went on the cruise. In other words, Walmart kept me busy enough this week, and it hasn't been this way all the time, that I didn't even have to turn any of the other apps on. And I'll be honest, I've been instead of just trying to push, I did take my wife's advice and I've been mellowing out, kind of taking it easy between deliveries, as long as it don't get way out of control, and it has not. When there is a little bit of a lull, and there are lulls, let's say you get a shopping delivery, it's only 15 items, and you get it done, at 5 after the hour, you might have to wait 15 minutes to get another order if you're not going to get a shopping order. Well, I'll go get something to eat. Something like that. I took a dinner I took a dinner break both days. We're talking about Monday and Tuesday this week. So my deposit this week already is $650. That's starting. I still got the rest of the week. Now, I'm not going to work today. I seriously doubt that I'll work tomorrow because I want to work Friday. Now, Saturday's an easier day at my job, so it makes more sense to work Friday, and then I'll probably get off a little bit early Saturday, work Saturday, and I'd really like to work Sunday, but, I got church. If I do, it'll probably be after church. You don't want to ruin your blessing. But then I'm still off Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week. So the smart thing would be to do, just take off Sunday, and then work Monday, Tuesday, and then take off at 6 on Wednesday. Yeah, I took off at 6 last night, and I felt pretty good today. Nothing like the week before where I worked till 9 or 10 o'clock, and then I was beat the next day at work. So coming up, I'm going to do a comparison video, DoorDash versus Spark. I'm also going to do a tips video for Spark. I haven't done one in a little bit. Because there's tricks to everything. Number one tip is don't lock your keys in your car. But all I can say is right on. Can't believe how good I think yesterday I made 9 deliveries all day. The day before I think I made 11. Average that out. Well, it's 20 deliveries, right? So I'm making way over $30 a delivery. That's pretty amazing. I hope you guys are doing just as well. I heard DoorDash app crashed again. Blah blah blah. All that, no surprise. I heard the Spark app's been a little glitzy. All these apps are glitzy. They're all off the chain as far as I'm concerned. But I'm unbelievably grateful.